you made your own boerewors. What was that
Yes,
like?
it was very gross actually, because you use intestines to put the meat in.
Yeah.
So we had the guy from the oldest original butchery in Stellenbosch.
Wow.
He came and showed us, and we all kind of like ground this beef into these sausages, and we cooked them afterwards, and they were really delicious. But it was interesting.
It was a little bit gross.
Yeah, it was gross, but
But
the end result was delicious. So yeah, we had an amazing like South African feast with him.
That's so delicious sounding. That's so delicious sounding. I said delicious and I hadn't even tasted it.
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk about some of your favorite experiences. I know you got to do a safari on the Jordan wine estate. What kind of animals did you see? You don't really think about doing safaris in Stellenbosch.
Well, we actually didn't see any animals because, and any views actually, because it was completely foggy. You'll see the pictures. But it was like we all got our blankets and we all went on this little safari, and we had the lady from Jordan just telling us stories about the wines, and we went right up into the winelands, and just like in autumn, like the colors are so beautiful.
They are.
Like it's just like a rainbow of like reds and yellows and greens. So that was amazing for pictures. But Jordan itself was such a stunning farm to visit. They have a really cute bakery where you can go and have breakfast. We all sat around the table there the one morning and just looked at the view, and it's totally out of the town, so you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. And we also spent a night there, which was amazing because it's like luxury suites. But it was awesome.
Now I'm really interested to hear about your sustainable fishing meal.
Oh yeah.
So what happened there? There was fish in every single course.
Yes, so it was at Majeka House at their very fancy restaurant called Macaron, and it was a course, like a 6-course meal, prepared by the Majeka House chef and the chef from 12 Apostles Hotel.
Wow.
And yeah, so they put together this amazing menu of seafood, and I mean, like every dish is like a work of art. They had really cute little fish and chips with like a candy floss sort of salty thing. Like it's all kind of conceptual gastro art. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
And the pudding was my favorite. It was.
Was there fish in the pudding?
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
It was on the menu. They entitled it a childhood, like a seaside holiday memory. And so we were all like wondering what it was. And when it arrived, it was like an upside down ice cream in what looked like sand. So it was almost like this, like that sad memory of when you drop your ice cream in the sand at the beach. But it was so delicious. So.
Gosh, I'm so jealous of your experience.
Don't be.
Now, Stellenbosch isn't only about wine and food. Tell us about some of the other experiences you had in Stellenbosch that you didn't actually think of before you got there and had this little tour.
Well, a lot of them revolve around wine, actually. But the one afternoon we blended our own wine, which was really cool at Middelvlei Wine Farm. So we got like a few different types of wines. We could blend it, and then afterwards they bottled it beautifully. They put our own label on it, and we got to take that home, which was quite a cool experience. Another thing that I loved was just exploring the town. So we did a little walking tour with a lady her company's called Bites and Sights. And she took us through like a historical part of Stellenbosch. She took us through all like the nooks and crannies where all the cute coffee shops are. We got biltong from the butcher. We got bread from this awesome place called Skoende Campagna. And then we ended off with a wine tasting, and we got to eat all the food. But it was just so nice exploring the streets and just seeing the lifestyle. Like everyone's, relaxing at the wine bars, just drinking wine in the middle of the afternoon. And the weather was amazing, so it was such a cool kind of culture to experience. Like it felt like Europe. Didn't feel like anything like South Africa.
Were you all sad to leave when it was time to go home?
I think we'd all eaten and drinking enough that we were like ready to go back to normal
life.
But we had such an amazing end to the trip. We went on a helicopter ride. It was a big surprise. We were at Lanzerac for breakfast, and then we heard these helicopters come down, and they surprised us with just a little helicopter tour over the winelands, and we got to take some amazing like aerial view shots of the mountains and the winelands, which just looked amazing with all the autumn colors, and it was a perfect day. to be up there. So
well, I love following your life, and I know a lot of people do. I mean, you're one of the top 10 Instagrammers in South Africa now. How can all of our viewers find you online and see what you're up to next?
So you can follow me on Instagram. It's Emma Jane Nation, and the same on Twitter. And then my blog is emmajnation.com.